Hello and welcome to Rewired by Parul. We often think burnout arrives like a thunderstorm loud, messy, destructive. But in reality, it's more like erosion quiet, invisible, slow. It happens while you're still smiling on Zoom calls, still hitting deadlines, still showing up. Even as the version of you that once felt alive begins to dim, like a room you no longer feel at home in. For women, especially, burnout has mastered the art of camouflage. It wears the face of responsibility, of gratitude for a job you no longer enjoy, of keeping it all together, even when you're falling apart. And most of all, it wears the face of silence. The silence that comes when you are praised for being strong, but punished the moment you stop being useful. But here's the part we don't say out loud enough. It's not exhaustion, it's identity detachment. It's waking up one day and realizing that the woman you've become is someone you don't fully recognize. And you don't even know where exactly she started to disappear, only that the light inside has gone faint. I read a post from a woman on Reddit recently, and her words haven't left. I didn't even know I was burned out until I stopped working. I thought I was just tired. But once the meetings ended and my calendar cleared, I felt nothing. I couldn't decide what to eat. I stared at my fridge for 20 minutes. I didn't even cry, I just felt erased, like my identity has been deleted with my work email password. Now tell me, that isn't the silent truth so many of us carry? And here's what makes it even harder right now. We are living in the world where AI is replacing efficiency, but not intimacy. You can automate your reports, schedule your content, delegate your admin, but you can't automate healing. You can't outsource the aching silence that creeps in when you've spent too long serving systems that never truly saw you. You cannot hand over the whisper in your head that says, maybe I already peaked. This isn't drama, this is weakness. This isn't. It's science. But let me explain it like I would to my best friend over coffee. Your brain wires identity through loops of repetition, familiarity, and recognition. Every time you said, hi, my name is XYZ and I lead X, your mind built grooves of confidence, certainty, and relevance. So when that loops breaks through layoff, sabbatical, maternity leave, or burnout, your system goes into emergency mode. Cortisol spikes. Your nervous system jolts. Your voice starts to shake. You second guess every decision, not because you've forgotten who you are, but because the world around you no longer reflects it back. And yet we shame ourselves for not bouncing back. We tell ourselves to be grateful for rest, for options, for privilege. But here's the truth gratitude can't do the work of identity, only clarity can. Now imagine doing all this while trying to build a business from scratch. Let's say you're a founder. You're not just selling a product, you're selling belief in yourself, in your ability to land the next client before rent is due. You wake up at 5 to prep a pitch, make school lunches, review copy, reply to DMs, nurture leads that go cold, follow up on unpaid invoices, smile on discovery calls while ignoring a migraine, and then make it to the parent teacher meeting without letting your voice crack. And just when you think you've carved a moment to breathe, you check your sales dashboard and wonder if you're failing or just tired. This is not a mindset problem. It's a systematic invisibility problem. One where women build dreams in a world that questions their legitimacy and exhausts their nervous system. So let's be real with you. I've seen this across industries and continents. From doctors to designers, VP to founders, women are hitting silent crisis. Not because they're fragile, but because they've been over functioning just to stay relevant. Relevant in rooms that demand excellence but punish authenticity. Rooms that were built to extract power, not protect it. The Deloitte Women at Work report said what we already knew in our bones. More than 50% of women feel chronically burned out, but less than 15% feel safe to say it at work. And those who do often leave branded as emotional, unstable, and not a team player. And now enter AI. We are told to do more, faster, cleaner. We are told AI will give us back time. But what we are losing is depth. This is intimacy deficit. You can delegate your content calendar, but not the part of you that feels unseen, unheard, and uncertain. You can reply with an auto template, but you can't fake the human ache of irrelevance. We are connected more than ever, but being witnessed less than ever. And then there's September, the month where the race begins. Performance reviews, gifting, festivals, year end planning, holiday logistics. You promised yourself you'd slow down in December, but you already know by then you'll be crawling to the finish line. So you wear your burnout like a badge because pausing feels like quitting and you survive, but you do not feel alive. I want to interrupt that cycle. And I say this is not as a guru or a coach or voice behind a microphone, but as a woman who has lived this script in every cell of her being for last 20 years. When I walked away from my title, I didn't feel free. I felt unanchored. I went from leading global boardrooms to questioning whether I had anything meaningful left to say. I smiled through client calls, but I forgot my own voice sounded like when no one was listening. It took months to realize that I didn't need a new job. I needed a new relationship with my identity. I wanted a new identity. That's what Rewired is. It's not self help, it's power remembered. It's the moment you stop asking, what should I do next? And start asking, who am I when no one's watching? Here's where you begin. And that is the reason I created my 3M power rule, the 3 power pivots. Mind, catch the loop. Don't fix it. Name it. I'm behind. I should be further. I'm not enough. Now replace it with one sentence of power. I'm telling you, it works. It works. It works. I have feedbacks. I have testimonials. See, I'm in middle of my becoming. Say, I'm exploring. I'm evolving. Say it unless your nervous system believes it. Trust me, it will change. Second, mirror. Burnout warps your self image. Don't fix it with productivity. Stand in front of your mirror and say, my name is Parul Sharma and I bring value. Say it under your nervous system learns the sound of safety. Say it until you know it, you believe it. And when somebody asks, you just say it as if it's in your blood. And last, map. Draw the 3 columns. What I'm good at, what I want to feel, what I will no longer tolerate. This is not a resume. It's your reclamation. If you don't know where to start, I've made a simple power reset checklist. Not because you need more tools, but because you deserve one honest mirror. This Powercast, this pause, is for every woman who thought she was alone in the fog. You're not behind. You're not being reborn. Your burnout is not your ending. It's the border between who you were told to be and who you are about to become. Let this be the moment you return. Let this be the pause that rewires your power. So on this note, I end today's Powercast, and all I'll say is, let's get rewired.